This is Coffee with God, and let us begin this day with the Word of God.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 15, verses 21 to 28. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. From there, Jesus took a trip to Tyre and Sidon. They had hardly arrived when the Canaanite woman came down from the hills and pleaded, "Mercy, Master, Son of David. My daughter is cruelly afflicted by an evil spirit." Jesus ignored her. The disciples came and complained, "Now she's bothering us. Would you please take care of her? She's driving us crazy." Jesus refused, telling them, "I've got my hands full dealing with the lost sheep of Israel." Then the woman came back to Jesus, dropped to her knees and begged, "Master, help me." He said, "It's not right to take bread out of children's mouths and throw it to dogs." She was quick. "You're right, Master, but beggar dogs do get scraps from the Master's table." Jesus gave in. "Oh, woman, your faith is something else. What you want is what you get." Right then, her daughter became well. The Gospel of the Lord.
Father Alberto Rosa, a Claretian missionary, shares with us his reflections on the Gospel today. Father Rosa is the founding director of Pastoral Bible Foundation and Claretian Publications, Hong Kong.
August 9. Matthew goes on to set this account as a form of illustration of the previous teaching of Jesus. It deals with a pagan woman who is outcast and unclean according to the Jewish religious mentality. The scenario is the region of Tyre and Sidon, a foreign land. To the cries of grief of the Canaanite woman, "Lord, help me," an expression of faith that arises from the purity of the heart, a dialogue between Jesus and the woman is initiated in the presence of the disciples who wanted to send her away as an intruder who did not deserve the attention of the Master. This episode possesses a dilemma. Jesus is apparently not interested in the fate of those who do not belong ethnically to the people of Israel. Nevertheless, we must interpret this scene from the missionary and cultural keys the Gospel provides us. The apparent objections of Jesus to perform a miracle reflect the objections of the Christian community, represented here by the disciples, for whom Matthew writes his Gospel, and who have not yet finished digesting the presence of converts from paganism in their hearts. It is as if Jesus was posing the objections to negate them later with a miracle. But the gift of faith does not know any racial or cultural barriers or social conditions. With this miracle and the public praise for this woman, Jesus is pointing to the new universal community that he has come to establish as an alternative to all exclusivity of his time and ours.